Alright, hello everyone. Nice to see everybody. I'm going to start out this stream again with the Progetto 46 here. Hopefully everyone's had a very nice day so far. I am ready to go. I did myself a favor, for after the stream here, and decided to pre-caffeinate. But anyway, nice to see everybody who's here in the beginning. Feel free to pop any tank requests in. I'm going to try to get to as many as possible. Pretty much just like the last stream, to where I have a few new tanks and a couple new grinds, to where I'm just going to pop in every now and then to one of those tanks. Otherwise, just doing some tank requests. Hello, Bran. And then John, Victor Labobo, and Grigsby. Feel like there was one other too, but nice to see everybody. Which, good news, so tomorrow I'm gonna be adding an extra stream on. I'm gonna be starting at about 6:30, just a little bit earlier, because most likely I'm gonna end it about a half hour before I typically do my night streams at 10. So it's most likely gonna be like 6:30 to 9:30 ish. But yeah, gonna hop on an extra stream and see how it goes. I tracked him twice. I'm gonna use all 3 shots there. Poor little challenger. That guy is not happy. Hello, Dana and Brian and Pezman. How did I bounce that? I might as well take that last shot there. Hello, Upton. Which, a little bit of news. So this comes from the dailybounce.net. Basically, it's a leak, so it's not like confirmed, but he's usually pretty good with not posting anything that's kind of false. Basically, Polish tanks, Wargaming, they want to get them out this year, and more or less it's going to be a mixed line. So it starts out as light tanks up to basically tier 4, tier 5 and 6, I believe, maybe even 7 will be mediums, and then tier 8 through 10 will be heavies. So Wargaming didn't want to go with like the Russian clone, because Poland actually built I think like T-44s, T-34s, T-55s themselves. They're not going that route, and instead, be careful, this guy's not going to dive bomb me. They're kind of paper tanks, so they weren't actually produced. They were basically just prototyped, and more or less they were designed by, I think what he called them was diploma tanks, and seeing some people talk about them. So, oh lord, that is not a tank I want to see. Nope. This is not going to be good for us, because most of our TDs are in the south, and most of their tanks are up here. Yeah, this is no bueno. So, in a way it's good for those that really like, just historical stuff, though. They're gonna be real tanks, it seems like, up to tier 4, tier 5, and then tier 6 and 7 are actual Polish designs that are, I think, prototyped for a sense, and then the tier 8 through 10 are kind of napkin tanks, for lack of better words. Almost got him out. Now I'm gonna slink back and reload. Unfortunately, and it's AT-25, or not AT-25, T-25 AT. There we go. Awesome, dude. T-44 dropped down though, so that's kind of nice. Ooh, is he gonna give me a shot here? I think he will. I will take him out if I can. There we go. So far so good. 2,500 damage. Team's up by 5 tanks if my math is on point. Pretty nice little win. If anyone did want to hop into a platoon though, just shoot me a message. I'm open to platooning for the first half here. Usually I just do the first half because towards the end of some of the streams, especially the nightly ones, that's when I might get like a little drowsy since I'm up at 4 a.m. Most mornings now. So it helps sometimes if I can keep a pretty fast pace solo. Right, pretty good. Honestly, I'm getting a little lucky here, but Glacier, the enemy team, basically, the Samoa SM should have probably went south if I was him, and they didn't have anybody in the center. Like their T-44 that was in the center was all fine and dandy. I'm gonna take a little risk here. It's probably gonna come back to backfire on me, and I'm gonna die. But just because I saw that tree fall down behind the Scorpion G, but at that point, had I kept pushing, I might have lived. But yeah, our team's up by a lot, so figure I might as well roll the dice. 3,700 damage, but basically they didn't have anyone in the center. T-44 going up here is the sole tank. He would have been better off here to keep me busy and to basically try to spot these TDs for his team and basically try to, do something there. But going up to this area, I would only really go there as like a low tier tank. Say, if you're bottom, he was a top tier. But like, say if you're like a tier 8 light, tier 10 battle, then maybe pop up there and annoy people. But it's not that useful of a spot otherwise. Alright, let's get these tank requests up here. I'm surprised I even can talk right now. Like, I literally drank. I usually like can kind of nurse a coffee for about like an hour or two. I drank it in like 2 minutes. Nice, you got a Minnie Mouse, Randall? Congrats. It used to be, honestly, it was like in the early days of World of Tanks, it was like the most overpowered thing because nothing could pen it because there weren't, premium rounds back then. They were available for gold, but nobody used them. And I'm just waiting for it to end here since it's going to end. And the thing was just hilariously broken. But nowadays, it's still good, but if there's tank destroyers on any, the opposite team, or if you're bottom tier, then, it's an okay tank. Hello, Yosef. Nice to see you. Alright. I'm kind of glad, though, I can do a stream tomorrow, too. I wanted to try to fit one in, so very glad that worked out. Alright, so high caliber. I made sure to update the schedule that's underneath the stream as well. Most amount of damage. Nice way to start off the night. Granted, I have a booster, but 163,000 profit. Can't complain there. I'll shoot you an invite here. Alright, so first up, I got a T-57 here. If anybody wants to platoon, basically just take a look at my tank request list. If you have a tank or tanks that kind of line up with it, just shoot me a message in game. I'm on the NA server. Yeah, and I'll send you an invite. Which the second round of testing, for anyone who didn't see the kind of news about that, we might have another. After the T-57? Sure. That works, Labobo. Basically, what was that? The second test for the next patch. Basically, what they did was the tier 8 and 9 Italian tanks, they buffed the gun handling on the move, and also, I think with the tier 9 specifically, moving the turret. Tier 10, they did the same thing. However, additionally, they shaved off a quarter of a second in the reload between shooting or firing shots in the auto loading or auto reloading magazine. I don't think they buffed the DPM of it, however, to where, you know, I think that'll end up getting a slight DPM buff. That is very true, Randall. Some people do have lots of Levi biscuits. So, Bran, as far as light tanks, they're probably the hardest class to play, honestly. To where, as far as tips for them, you know, it's really tough to say. To where I would say the easiest light tank line. Honestly, I'm trying to find the easy light tank line. I almost feel like, all right, thanks for just completely cutting me off. Like, just thinking, they're all pretty difficult to play, but I would guess, like, if you want damage, I would say the French ones I would recommend. Only because the guns might help you out a little bit, having that magazine. If you just want like more scouting and like all-around light tanks, I would pick honestly between I would almost say the Russian and the American lights. But you know, it is tough because the lights, they're not the best like tier for tier, because a lot of maps don't favor them, and there's a lot of things that can go wrong in light tanks. Yeah, honestly, it's a tough decision. See, Chinese lights, they're not bad. It's just, you know, I would only say the tier 8 through 10 are really nice. You know, before then there's not really too much to pick from. The mid to low tier ones honestly aren't that interesting, but you know, they're not a bad option as well. The grinds on them might be a little bit harder, only because they don't have a lot of gun depression, and on top of that, you know, basically since they buffed the American and French high tier lights, they buffed the damage per shot on them. This was last year at some point. There's a little bit less emphasis to go on the Chinese, or I guess, you know, kind of a reward for going on them, because they're no longer like the highest alpha light tanks. You know, they still have nice alpha for each tank, however, it's not anything like stand apart from other lights anymore. Alright, I need to do something here. I get really impatient on Fisherman's Bay for some reason. I guess I should have stayed here because I could have hit the Foch 155. Hello, Carl. Nice to see you. And fix it. Yeah, I should have just stuck over here. Just the town, I'd like to help. It's just I won't be able to get shots there unless I... Oopsie daisy, they got somebody... And it's probably... He probably popped up and did a little spot. So far our team's doing pretty good though, until I probably screw it up. A 430U of all things, can't pen him on the turret. Not even gonna try. Maybe with heat I could pen him, but almost guarantee every single shot will bounce off of him. Yeah, that figures. Alright. I'm just gonna suck it up, reload, and I'm gonna pop somewhere else. I might be able to hit the something, but I don't think we're gonna be able to push that flank. Almost all light tanks, I would say, I've seen ammo rack problems with, but yeah, Chinese tanks, Russian tanks, typically their ammo racks aren't super strong. Size 7 looks like he's going to commit. Fortunately, he didn't push. My problem is I want to push somewhere. Yep, and of course. Thank you very much, Object 430. You. He's in like the perfect tank, honestly, to play the center. Which, it's just, it has no turret weak spots. With heat, like, maybe, but they're just so tiny, it's not even worth trying to fire at them, to be honest. If they can kill this bat chat, that would be very nice, though. But it's starting to get a little bit frustrating. Hello, Capitan. I know once I go over here that, unfortunately, this T-95 just took a big shot. Alright. I will try something over here. It's just... our light needs the spot. He doesn't have HP, but he needs to do something now. Trying to get out of V range. I'm not going to be able to push the town. They have too many tanks over there. But over on this side, they do have some tank destroyers I got to worry about. Ooh, Lord, they got a convoy. He didn't spot me, luckily. E4, oh Lord. Definitely knew that I was... oh God. Why did I do that? I should be dead right now. Yeah, I should be dead there again by the convoy. I screwed up there. I should have got myself... oh, come on. No, no, no! What are you doing? We're gonna get artied. Both of us are gonna die. Like, I know it's not the best spot to go tuck up here against an E4, but... I didn't track him. I am almost a goner. Thank you, Batchat. Hello, Stench. Ah. Hey, Rich. I was about to say, haven't seen you in a while. But, I was like, that name sounds familiar. Nice to see you. No problem, Brent. I would say... yeah, it's definitely hard to pick a light line, honestly. Like, there's no, like, clear-cut go for this as your first light line, to be honest. Yeah, it's just one of those things to where you gotta kind of figure out what you want out of a light. Like, I personally like playing the American lights, but at the same time, like, there's not too much of a difference between lights as far as... like which line is the best. It's just they all do a little bit different. France has autoloaders. Chinese kind of have firepower. The tier 10 has a really good turret front. The rest of them have decent armor for lights, but it's still not useful. You know, Americans kind of all around. Germany has like raw speed and pretty decent pop on its gun, and the high tiers have pretty good HE shells. Russia has kind of speed, camouflage, but the V range sucks on some of them. But you know, it's tough to kind of pick them. I should have reloaded, to be honest, but okay. Anybody want to spot that 430U that basically, like, he can literally just sit in the center of the map and he's almost immune to anything that we're gonna throw at him. He saw me coming, which I could have gotten him, but this doesn't have enough gun depression. Yep, it's that 430U. Which I'll have to... I can port all your stuff over from YouTube, Rich. I can, I'll do that right after the stream here. Your watch time, Levi biscuits, so on and so forth. He might actually get me, because the reverse on this is not very good. it's tough. Like the T-54E1, would be nice if he could spot the 430U. He might not even be there anymore, but I might actually get hit here, to be honest, from the 430U. Oh, gun depression. Do it. Crap. No, actually gets reload. I'm actually gonna swap over to heat. Just because of the 430U. Hello, Cut. Nice to see you. And Graham. Notifications for Twitch. You should be able to check to make sure that your notification settings, it should be under your account settings, or like if you click follow at the top of the page here on my channel, just make sure you have it set so you've received them. But Twitch is usually pretty good about sending them out. Yes, Labobo, he's joining after this, but if you'd like, we can fit you in several battles too if you'd like. Yeah, Thursdays are platoon days. Russians, yes. Typically, they don't all suffer. Like, they usually have decent gun depression, but not great. Thank you very much, Dana, for the bits. Let me inch 57. Gotta write myself little notes here. Yeah, not exactly the best match by any means, but like this guy, it was just, I probably should have went to a different flank. Alright, so let's get you in for battle, and then Grigsby and Yosef asked as well. Grant, I'm pretty sure both of you guys are watching right now. I'll give you guys a little heads up. I'll play looking at the time, maybe like 2 or 3 fights here, and send an invite to where if anybody else wants to pop into the platoon, just shoot me a message so I can have a little queue here. Hello, McFinger, nice to see you. Which I will be streaming tomorrow night as well. I'm gonna start about 6:30 instead of 7, because most likely I'm gonna end it a little bit earlier, around like 9:30 or so. But I might go to 10. It depends on how exhausted I am. But you know, more or less, you know, I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow night. Just adding a little extra stream on. Oops, I missed that message. Alright, Karelia Assault. Finally not Siegfried Line for once. I've been getting that so often. Fortunately, bottom tier. I always like lean towards going up here, but might just pop down this way. We'll see. Ah, nice. See, the only cast iron pans I've ever had, you know, there are new ones, but there's one guy that I work with who, he has some from like his grandmother, and like he's like, they're like ancient, but you know, it's the nice thing about them. You pretty much use them forever, even if you like chuck it outside and forget about it for few years, you can still bring it back to life. Not that you should do that, but probably gonna wait here for a second. not too confident on our chances to win up there. I would say pretty much, yeah, they are heavy, but you can't beat them as far as, honestly, I like them. They honestly don't stick as much as non-stick pans once you have them seasoned, kind of broken in. I'm waiting to see where their push is going to be, because, you know, I'll push up there if it makes sense, but right now, if they still could pop up a few heavies there, where I'm not going to hold a candle against, like, yeah, there's an E100. The IS-7's on the other side. Where the TVP, I'm hoping, like, just take a few shots, pull back, and hopefully we do well. Ah, nice. The 20s? That's older than I am. No. I think that's older than everybody here. I'm gonna say, penning this E100 is gonna be next to impossible for me. I have no idea, but we have a Type 5 and a mouse sitting far back on the other flank. Had I known that, I might have played this a little bit differently, because I was like, ah, they're gonna push that side, they'll be fine. No, I don't know why this TVP is trying to brawl against E100. We can outspot them. Granted, I'm honestly doing a pretty crappy job. I didn't even contest anything in the beginning. Usually, that's one of the important things to do, to try to get some like cheap damage early on. Ooh, crap, he got me. I was trying to get one more shot there, and yeah, I just screwed that up. I'm gonna get one more shot here on me, and I'm actually gonna try to move back one. It's just, honestly, these heavies on the other side have literally screwed us. Nope, I stupidly pushed out here when the Skoda's hitting me, and the Panther's hitting me. Yep, I don't think I am long for this world here. Whew. Can I squeeze? If I die here, at least you can use me as a shield. Oh, this was such a terrible match. But, like, why are these guys playing? Like, I usually don't get, like, frazzled by people playing weird, but, like, why are you playing tier 10 super heavy tanks and you don't push? Like, they're camping. Like, it makes no sense. Unfortunately, I was hoping, like, they're gonna win this flank. This side, we really just have to, like, kind of hold it and draw it out a little bit, and then we'll be able to basically wrap around and flank. But we never pushed with our top tiers over there. Oh well. It's just depressing. Anyway, though. Alright. Looks like we're caught up on tank requests. But we still have a chance to win this, but alright, so up after this I've got the T54, T110E3, and the Patton, a tier 9 one. But the downside of being bottom tier, to where the Indian Panzer is a nice tank, but had I pushed out with the TVP and T49, we're just gonna, I wouldn't have been able to run away there. I would have died sooner. Might have done more damage though, which would have been nice, but it's just, some battles you just can't get it done. See your message to cut. So let me hop into the T54 here. I'll probably what we'll do here is, since I got I'll probably play the E3. After this though, I'll shoot Grigsby and Yosef. I'll shoot you guys an invite. Or, you know, if anyone, John and Laboba, if you guys want to pop out before, that's fine. It's up to you guys. That's one nice thing where Frontline, when that comes out, you'll be able to, I'm pretty sure it's a 5-person platoon. They actually tested it. Super platoons, basically, like 4 or 5 years ago, to be honest. It was in the early days of World of Tanks, but it was broken when, you know, really good players, 5 people on a team, they just, yeah, didn't work out too well in that sense. But that'll be nice, being able to fit more people in. Pesmed, it's a, you know, I don't really use mods, but I thought this one was cool, and it's not like in the battle, so it's in Aslan's mod pack. It's called Hangman mod, more or less. Like, I think it's like H4 man, you know, like not actually spelled hangman, but yeah, just install it. You can play around with it. You can even, I showed it off like a few streams ago, like you can move your tank to like a certain spot in the map if you want. I just have it set up to be in the last spot in the last battle I was at. The one downside is, I would say, if you don't have like a super strong PC, it might impact your loading times. I don't notice much of a difference on my PC, but some people have pointed that out. Really? It hit the frickin' post. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, that went low. I don't really have too much of a interest in pushing north right now. I was hoping to get a little cheap shot there, but everyone's passed by the time I actually had a decent shot there. Thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit, Victor. Ooh, he's actually going to pop out. That is unfortunate for our RU, but very, very strange. And of course I guess missed. That's my fault for not leading him as much, but I thought I would have been fine. Holy crap, how is he still alive? I know I missed, but the amount of tanks we had shooting at that bat chat, he should not be standing. This bat chat doesn't even see on our team that there's a T-49. I missed him again. This isn't even the gun I'm using. I use the one with poor accuracy. I'm just pulling my shots a little too low, a little too high, a little bit behind the tank. Tracked him there. Someone should be able to hit him. Yag Tiger. Party, that works. Alright, 1392 is literally right here. Oh god, they have a Shrev 103B back there. Unless our Artie can hit him. Yeah, I'm not pushing into that thing. It's just I'll be hit from... Yep, I'll be hit from a couple different spots. I really wanted to shoot the Object 430, but that ain't gonna happen. Ah, nice Laboba. This T-54, are you gonna push? Yeah, he's gonna do it. As far as using the different guns, like most people probably would like the more accurate gun, but with a T-54, I usually play it pretty aggressively. I don't mind worse accuracy because I'll like liberally use heat sometimes. I don't use as much as some people do, but playing close ranges in a T-54 a lot, it doesn't really affect you that much. Using the other gun, you get a little bit more DPM out of it. But there's no right or wrong gun for the T-54. It just depends on how you plan on playing. Okay, I'm just going to... I don't want to ditch him, but yeah, that's not what I pressed. The Yag Tiger's not moving at all to where I should be able to get through here and just go through the center. It's just the Stripe 103B back there. Like, there's not too many spots for him to go to, but with him there, I can't push along the other side of this. Ah, crap, the Leopard 1 got through. Did not expect that. Trying to get back. The Emil got him. Crap. There goes my little buddy. Fortunately, I have heat, so... shooting little things like benches and stuff isn't exactly something I want to do. Come on, come on, come on. Awesome. They're cleaning up there. I'll take a chance down here against the Leo. There's the Strev. He's not set up, so but he will be in about a second. I expected that to kill him unless I got a low roll. It was just about average damage there for me to be able to kill him. Nice. I know the Type 5 he is in his glory there. Should be fine here. Luckily they got the Leopard out. Gonna wait for the 75 hopefully to spot the Strev. I can't really pen him very well. And yeah. Unfortunately for him, you know, he still has full HP. He's probably got quite a bit of damage, but we can still actually lose this if we're not careful. And unfortunately, the Strev... don't do it, E75. Don't push. He's not going to be able to spot him. And we can't pen him. Like, the best I can do is try to hit his side, but, like, we literally cannot push into the Strev like that. Like, hopefully he goes all the way back. Fortunately, he just got invisible. I might be fine here, because it should... Whoa, why... Ah, my internet! What the hell? That was a huge lag spike there. It looks like I was drunk driving there. I have no idea what was happening there. I'm gonna blame that one on Comcast. Please don't let my internet break tonight. Oh my god. Yeah, my internet just dropped for like 2 seconds. It hasn't done that in quite some time. I was like turning left and right. I'm like, what's going on? Oh my god. That freaked me out there. It should be all good. Didn't really get much out of this battle, but it should all be good now. Thanks again for tipping Levi, Victor. Oh man. Thank you, thanks Merlot, for the subscription. You go, little dog. So basically that's just a reminder to resub. So you know, you can kind of see under the video I have a little leaderboard, and thank you Once Upon a Band for the follow. Alright, I'll shoot you. Grigsby was up next here. Thanks for the fight, Labobo. I'll shoot Yosef a invite after the next one here. But thanks for the resub, Merlot. For anyone who's used Prime for the free sub, basically if you click that link there, it'll tell you if you have a free Prime sub available. I've got a little, it's under the video, you can click it to the little banner that says it, and it'll tell you whether or not you get one per month to pretty much any streamer if you're choosing, but it doesn't automatically roll over. Whereas if you do like a regular subscription, it'll give you that little notification when it's about to expire. I'll shoot you an invite, Yosef, after this battle here, and then cut in a little bit. But feel free to keep popping some tank requests, guys. Yeah, I don't mind you know, playing grinds and stuff, but you know, feel free if I get through your tank request to put another one in. I really hope that my internet does not do that again. That was strange, because it's been pretty much perfect since I had those problems. Hello, fix it? Sure, fix it. I'll send you an invite as well shortly. I'll try to get everyone in for at least, you know, 2, maybe 3 battles. Maybe it's Comcast. They sent me a reminder email. You need to get a new modem because, you know, it's not basically up to date with the speeds that we have in your area, to where like every time a tech comes out, you know, outside of like the people that try to sell you stuff, the modem I have goes up to it's like, no, as far as download and upload, it's about 2.5 gigabytes a second. My internet speed is nowhere close to that. They don't even have those speeds available in my area. I have up to a gigabyte per second if I want it, but the unfortunate thing is, unless I pay, it's like $150 a month or $200 just for the internet. They don't have any packages with, like, we have TV through Comcast because it's really the only provider I have here outside of satellite. The internet, literally cheapest I could get with a higher upload speed, because I'm capped at 10 megabits upload, unless I pay like basically the $200 a month option, and then it rises up to like 100 upload, which would be nice. I'd be able to honestly stream a little bit better resolution and frames per second. And also I could offload the stream onto my GPU instead of my CPU for encoding, but yeah. Don't have that kind of money. I don't think anybody does for residential internet. Like, it's crazy. Plus it's $1,000 minimum to get it installed, because they need to run a new wire to your house. Gotta love it. Nice, Labobo. T57 is a very good reward after the T5041. Oh lord, our T62A made that mistake. If it's tier 10 only, I probably wouldn't do that. You only see me like, don't do it, bat chat. I only really push across this if I'm like top tier in a tank and I can bully tanks. If you're like all same tier or like not top tier, you don't have like super good armor, probably don't want to do that. It's way too risky. Hey, you're lucky. And of course there's another E3 here. E3 versus E3. I'm gonna go, I was hoping to go for the Badger, but oh lord. Of course the Badger is going to hold down there. Well, the stream, it did a few minutes ago. My internet, for whatever reason, had a little hiccup. Thanks, Bert. I think that's close for the follow. Try to get close on usernames. There's just a little spot there I could pen him, but I'm just going to chuck HE. I don't really have any good shots right now. If the Badger pops up, he's hold down. E3, not going to be able to pen him very effectively. Like, there is a possibility, like he's shooting gold at me for me to pen him, but that possibility is a little bit too slim for my liking. I'd rather get the surefire damage, to be honest. Yeah, he's doing the same thing. Oh crap. We need to help him. Try to pop up. Unfortunately, I've got HE loaded. I don't have intuition or anything of that sort, so I could pop on, but I'm not going to be able to get a shot unless they pull right. He's dead though. The Badger doesn't look like he's going to push, so I'm going to try to hold this E3. I wanted to help, but I'm dead. I'm gonna try to pull this way, but it's gonna be too late. And there's a T57, but yeah, they unfortunately they just clobbered our center. We had people poking over, pushing in, and they got killed. And then they can just slide right in. And unfortunately, the 3 tanks down here, I usually don't go down this way. Like playing from here over to that way, you can still flex to either side, but committing yourself down here, it's almost impossible to push because there's always a camping TD back in this area. Already's gonna hit you, and they're gonna hold you here, to where we just unfortunately couldn't really do much there. The IKV 103, you can pray a little bit, that helps, and because I'm pretty sure you're meaning the tier 5. Like the top gun on it, which I'm going to start a raffle here, 2,000 Levi biscuits for the winner. The top gun, only having heat shells it's really iffy depending on the tier. Like if you're bottom tier, it could be hard to pen things with it. The stock gun's a little bit easier to use, but at the same time it has less of an upside. But pretty much you just kind of have to, I don't want to say camp, but like I'm trying to, let's get back to my tank because it's, nah. I was hoping it was going to show the V range circle. So say like the max V range is about here. Just stay just outside of that, like early on in a battle to where you think most enemies will be. And then try to get a few shots off to help your teammates. Rinse and repeat, hopefully, and at the end, if you do have full HP, then you might be able to take a shot and try to fight up close if you have to. But it's a tough tank. Which thanks, John, for the battles here. Unfortunately, not really getting too lucky on teams. Almost all the battles so far, we've been like down from the get-go, but it happens. I am wearing a white shirt tonight. That probably has something to do with it. Seems to be the case whenever I wear something that's not a black shirt. But yeah, you know, the IKV 103, I almost would say use the stock gun, but it's just it's a tough tank to kind of decipher sometimes just because of matchmaking. Like, I would say if you are bottom tier, like, you still can pen most mediums that you'll face. If you carry some premium heat, you can pen light tanks to where maybe trying to put yourself out to support where you would think that there's mediums and stuff, or even like TDs, because most TDs don't have armor, tier 7 and under. So yeah, it's just a tough tank. You got to really think where the tanks that you can actually pen, like from the front reliably, early on where you can do that damage, and then later on, of course, try to look for, like, if you need to flank, you know, safe flanking options, but not like, don't flank like a medium, like flank like, you know, say later in the game if the enemy's, I don't know, pushing through here, maybe try to set up and, you know, say if they're winning this way, try to set up here, take a shot or two, run away, something like that. Alright, I forgot what tank I was playing here for a second. M46 Patton. Hello Steinhelm, nice to see you. I do have a few red shirts. I could have worn one of them. Well, yes. As far as shell velocity, it is tough, but you do get the hang of it eventually, once you've played, you know, a lot of howitzer guns. But you almost have to, like, shoot past where you actually are comfortable shooting, if that makes sense. Like, I still over aim and try to shoot farther than I think my shell actually needs to be. Right, T92 is probably aiming. Shoot the blimp? Sure. There you go. Not top tier, but we don't have anybody out in this flank, so I will bite. How the hell did our T-16? I guess he got shot by like the T-49 or the bat early, because, like, how did he get shot? Oh god. Don't know how I hit him. Hooray for auto aim. I will chalk that up as I got lucky there. Ah, the blimp does take damage. You don't know that? You shoot it. If collectively as a team, everybody on your team shoots it, it will blow up and fall down. It's a little hidden Easter egg. But everybody needs to shoot it at least once. Dirigible, I can't say that right. Blimp, Zeppelin, floaty, balloon, submarine, it's something. Good night, Brand. Thanks for watching for a bit. Have a nice night. Right. Trying to help. Prize. I went a little bit too far to the right because this guy, he still has a shot, I believe, but crap, I needed to need a damaging shot there. Need a damaging shot there too. Alright, so this Skoda is almost reloaded. I've got to piece out a little bit here. Guy's playing pretty aggressive, so I'm actually a little terrified. Ooh, I don't know how that T-49 got me, but don't know how he hit me either. I know I'm not like 100% out there, but not getting any luck with them missing shots like that. Now this M46 is probably gonna stroll in here and get me. Or Skoda. Oh crap. I should have been able to kill him, but there's an Indian Panzer too. Or not kill him, but hit him. I love it. getting shot by all over the place here. All 5 tanks, or yeah, all 6 tanks were kind of taking pot shots. Grigsby's still kicking though. Oh well. It's just, unfortunately, like on this side, it just feels like we're lacking something. I don't know. Like they are on this side, they are shooting over here. It just feels like we're lacking the guys back here hitting, but they were taking shots. So, I didn't play that. I didn't play that too well though. Thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit, Brian. Trying not to. Oop. I hit him in the nose, but he is still asleep. Shell magnet. Italian sandwich? Off the top of my head, I think it's a gyro? Or no, that's something else. Off the top of my head, I don't even know, Randall. Which, let me pick the winner for the giveaway here. Congrats, Capitan, for winning the raffle. Whoops, just almost deleted you. Glad I did not do that. We're still holding on though. We got quite a few. They have some low HP though. I just go to. Please don't pen the T95. Unfortunately, once, you know, if you type the roll dice command, it does time you out if you forget to put the amount after it, and there's like a 10 or I think it's 15-minute cooldown. So that's why it didn't work the second time. I put a short cooldown on a lot of things just in case someone decides to, you know, troll, to where they could just, you know, copy and paste it and spam it with like a 1 after it, where, yeah. Alrighty, so up after this, I have the VK4502B, which is what Yosef's in. Unfortunately for us, like, I could have done better there. I missed about, I would say, 3 shots I should have hit otherwise. This, I'm kind of failing a little bit. The VK4502B. I eat them, yes. It's just, do you mean like what do I call them, or like what do people call them? Around here they call them hoagies in South New Jersey. Thanks for the fight, Grigsby. I'll shoot, cut a invite here, and then fix it. You're up. I'll shoot you an invite in like a couple more battles here. But yeah, everyone calls it hoagies around here. If you go to North Jersey, then they call it a sub, which is just weird. I need here. I need experience. I was gonna pop a 50 off. You're probably in a battle. Yeah. So I'll shoot, fix it. I'll shoot you an invite here. And I'll send you an invite shortly too. Unfortunately, like I did pretty crappy. Nice game, guys, though. Our team did spread some damage out. It's just this Skoda kind of wrecked us on the other side. So we got them in. I'll shoot cut you an invite probably after the grind or the Thunderbolt match. It's just a reminder, I'm gonna pop on an extra stream tomorrow. I'm gonna start a little earlier, 6:30 than I typically do for nightly streams, but I'm gonna go till about 9:30, 10. Depends on you know, how beat I am from work. We're not too busy, but still doing I'm just like piecing the kitchen together. We're still painting a couple things in like downtime. Hello, Capitan. Number 2. Honestly though, like around here I wouldn't even call the hoagies Italian. Like there's so many different kinds to where, like when I think like Italian hoagie, it's like say roasted or charred tomatoes, like mozzarella, basil, olive oil, salt, pepper, maybe some roasted garlic, and that's it. But that's just me. I actually ran that on I ran it on our lunch menu actually, but didn't really sell any. I was really really surprised. We sold more, basically the same thing. So I did charred tomatoes, and I think I did goat cheese, spinach, and bacon, grilled cheese. That sold well, but took a little bit of effort to prep. So my tomatoes, if you ever want to make like homemade roasted tomatoes, chop them up. I squeeze a little bit of like the liquid out. One easy way is like to chop the end off that has, you know, like a little stem, and then just squeeze, then chop it up. Literally throw it on a pan with a little oil, salt, and pepper, like a sheet pan, and put your oven as high as possible, like a convection oven's best. I did it like 500 degrees. Oh, I can't get a shot. Here we go. Until they're basically like burnt looking, and then after you mix them up afterwards, it definitely, they don't taste burnt, like they taste charred, a little bit different. Track him, and he okay, I need to help you. They're still hitting him. Crap, that was a stupid shot on my part. The other Capitan won, I think. Or did you? I will take a look if I got the wrong one, to be honest. I didn't notice that there is 2, so it might have been you, and I doled it out to the wrong person. But I'll take a look at that. Ah, nice, Brian. Congrats. That's exciting. Seems to be a lot of those things popping up around here. Every single one so far has been wildly successful. It's actually one, it's called Cape May Brewery, right? Literally, like, I don't know. I would say I could like throw a baseball and hit it, but it's a little bit further than that. It's probably like a 5-minute walk from my house, and they're like gigantic now. As far as they're about like 5 years old, I feel like, and like they're delivering to like Philadelphia, New York, places like that. I feel like we want to push, but crap. Don't have a repair kit. I should not have done this because my crew is not the best. I feel like I need to give this guy a little love tap. Yeah, their stuff's really nice. Like, Ryan and I don't really drink, but we'll still go there occasionally. They throw some, like, pretty fun parties, and they have, even, like, they do non-alcoholic stuff, like root beers and different, like, they're kind of weird, they're sodas, but they're interesting. I like interesting stuff, so. Alright. I'm just gonna say, screw it. We're up by 4. Got shooting heat. Yeah, let's just. Oh, he's dead. Let's just do that, but he's dead. This tank, yes, but not for long. It was honestly underpowered for most of World of Tanks' is history, but they basically overbuffed the front, didn't really have any weak spots. Then they even buffed it a little bit further with the turret, and it was kind of crazy. Right now I think it's fine, but it has more to do with, honestly, power creep, to where it's still a really nice tank. It's just some of the newer tanks they've released kind of overshines, or outshines, excuse me, this a bit. Just the guns keep getting a little bit crazier and accurate, and yeah. Hard with having a tank with armor to kind of compete. Stay right there, please. Almost. Should have shot sooner. Alright, am I gonna get a shot? I don't think I'll get a shot if I push down here at all. I was kind of hoping he'd pop back up. Pretty good match though, 3,500 damage, 4k block, and 1,500 assist. See, all you gotta do is pop me into a tank with armor. Let's do a little roll, or not. Okay, somehow I got down there. I honestly am surprised. So it was that Capitan that won. Let me fix that. Congrats on winning, Capitan M. There you go. You got your Levi biscuits now. Master badge first class. Also Steel Wall Award. Thank you very much, Randall, for the bits. And thanks, Brigsby, for the tip. I think I missed that a few minutes ago. And thanks for the few fights there. Yeah, pretty good battle there. Let's pop right into the next tank here. Why don't let's stick with tier 9 here. I'll shoot I'll shoot you a battle after this one here as well. Thanks, Lil Bobo, for the bits. Go. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for the support here. Alright. So let's get going. Which, feel free to keep popping tanks into request lists. You know, I got plenty of time. I'm gonna, you know, after this... I'm gonna cut an invite, and I'll probably do about 2 or 3 more battles here platooning before popping solo here. My OCD is going really crazy too. I almost I almost feel like I know bits. Um, you know, sometimes people have leftover bits and stuff, and it doesn't come out even. I might just round to the nearest, you know, like dollar or something. Um, you know, if everyone's okay with that, it'll make it a little bit easier. Oh, and I feel like some people that have OCD, including myself, not that I actually have like true OCD, but number wise I do. It just might make things a little, you know, a little easier. Thank you very much for the ultimate challenge too, Brian. That'll be a fun one. I haven't had one of those in a little bit. I haven't really, this is only my second battle here in the 5120. Grazing instead of farming? Yeah, I've never heard that. I know though I probably don't want to go down. I think I'm gonna want to stay up here. At least I don't want to be the first one down there. Right, so they don't really have anybody in the center. I'm gonna reload and I'm gonna go with this prototype. Yeah, I really wish though, like they do have a little bar that does track bits, but it's separate than, oh lord, 704 is there. Or the Borsig, if he has the big gun. Yeah, that's not good. Oop, scratch that plan. Yeah, it's, you know, there's nothing that tracks both of them at the same time, unfortunately. I'm just gonna inch back here. Couldn't be spotted. I don't have Sixth Sense. I'm figuring out where I can push. It looks like one of these guys is gonna do the center. Whether the CDC, no, never mind. They don't have HP. Thank you very much for the tip, Lobobo. Oh, I know. Orion, yeah. She'd be okay with all the little math, which, you know, I'm pretty good with it now. It takes me a little bit sometimes to do math in my head. I've always been that way, but I really like it though. It's probably my favorite like subject in school outside of like, you know, electives and stuff. Surprise, didn't spot anything there. He did get hit by something. Just failing this crap. They're getting blasted. Gotta try something here. It's just I know going down to the bridge, I'm not going to be that useful. I'm going to be a pinata. This mouse is pushing now, and we should be able to. There we go. Once we got them, I should be able to take some shots here. I missed. That's the problem with this tank is I like it stat-wise. I've been looking forward to it more than crap. The freaking Progetto's back there, and he's shooting all gold. Then the 5100, but at the same time, we just lost a crap load of tanks. It's still not like the most reliable autoloader gun out there. Paris is built around flanking to where they're doing it, and unfortunately we just don't really have a presence to do it. I've been trying to find a spot to. It's hard to push alone in this thing to where if you don't kill the tank, you know, with your first clip, you're kind of just screwed. I might take a shot here. Kind of hoping. There we go. I can at least get him. Yeah, here comes the 704, full HP. Now I gotta reload for 30 seconds. Whoa, why are you running away, dude? You're not gonna be able to run. Like, turn around, dude. You... Whatever. Like, it makes no sense to run there. Like, turn around. Like, the Udez is around the corner, so you're not gonna run all the way that way. Oh god, I don't get it. All right, T-54E1, T-69, and a Super Conqueror. Anyway, not exactly the best showing there. Having a rough night here, to say the least. I'm probably gonna start sprinkling in some like heavies or TDs, tier 10 ones. Thank you very much, Dana, for the bits. Oh well, our team just got smacked down. Did you mean to drop out, fix it, or? Okay, thanks for the fights. Let me send an invite here. I have a Thunderbolt here. Alright, so I'll probably do the M5 and the 3001D here, and then start popping in this soloing a little bit. For whatever reason, I guess I can't get into a rhythm, but I think what'll help me is just adding a few, like the T110E3 and stuff, into the mix a little bit. Sometimes, you know, I don't mind, like, I like playing a bunch of different tanks because it keeps World of Tanks interesting. Even if I wasn't streaming, you know, I'd be playing a bunch of different tanks. Some nights, though, it's difficult for me to pop to, like, you know, say high alpha, high armor, to, like, light tank, you know, all in between. I'll get it, though, eventually. Alright, I'm gonna try the center to begin with, but I'm not gonna push the hill. I'm just gonna try to take a couple shots early since it's a mid-tier match. What line? I would go the IS-7 first. Or no, you have the IS-7? What do you mean? Like every other line, what to pick, Brian? It's a lot to pick from, honestly, off the top of my head. Honestly, it depends on what tank you're looking for. Are you looking for like mediums or heavies? I'm really confused here. Oh god. Yeah, there's not much here. Trying the spot. I have a strong feeling they have a crap ton of people in the town. See you, Merlot. Thanks again for the resub. Have a nice night. Hello, Fritz. Nice to see you. Come on, you know you want to push. Do it. I don't think he's gonna do it. I'm gonna try. Strev 74 has a lot of gun depression, so I'm not safe here against him. Seeing if he's paying attention. If he's paying attention, he's gonna pull back on me, but this guy's pushing, so it makes my decision a little easier. Thank you, Artie. Was definitely not wanting to get... Always the M44s, like the things are not that accurate. And it seems like they always direct hit me for a crap ton of damage relative to, you know, the tier here. But with him and now the FE304 is going to be focusing on me. I'm the closest tank to both of them. I'm just going to back off a little bit. He was there. Awesome. Donner. Cromwell doesn't have HP, but... yeah, T-34 85M is a very nice tank. I saw that when the Scorpion was on sale. Honestly, the only thing against the T-34 85M is the matchmaking, to where if you're, you know, getting sucked up to tier 8 a lot, it doesn't matter how good of a tier 6 it is, the power gap between them is just atrocious. I might, yeah, regret this because the OI. Especially, he's just shooting all premium AP, but at the same time, I forgot that there's this larger cubby hole here. That's my bad. Still a decent fight. 1,000 assists, 1,000 block, and 500 damage, but I shouldn't have done a move like that. I knew I was going to have to worry about TDs, but I was hoping just to kill him, you know, kind of leapfrog up, but... how recently did they buff the M44? I don't remember seeing anything like that. It explains it though, but I don't know. Like, as far as Artie goes, like, I usually don't mind it, but for some reason in mid tiers, I feel like a lot of people just play like the M44 and the FE304, and they get a little annoying because, you know, if you play a lot of battles in a specific Artie, you get really good with tracking people. To where most mid-tier Arties, just the accuracy is not too great, but it seems like they're always the ones that mess me up a bit. Yeah, no, it's all good, Brian. It just, you know, sometimes with a question I don't always get it entirely. That's all. So deciding between the Object 268 version 4, 705A, or the new T10 tier 10, I would probably say go 705A first, then the tank following the T10, then the Object 268 version 4. That's speaking as far as all the tanks in the line. Like the Object 268 version 4 obviously is extremely crap. I'm at, no, I'm not the right tier here. Is extremely unbalanced right now. It's just a little ludicrous and crazy. But honestly, like the tanks prior to it, like the 263 is all right, fully upgraded. You know, it's not the easiest tank line to push. And like I would say do as your main grind. The 705A, or no, the 705 at tier 9 is a nice grind. ISM's a little weak, but the 705 is a nice grind. The T10 and the tank following it look really nice, so that's the order I would go. Well, yeah, the LEF 18B2 is pretty crazy. That's just because it's a leftover premium. I own it, and you feel bad playing it sometimes, especially if you can pen people with the heat. Alright. I don't know where exactly I want to go. Just gonna poke and see if I can get a shot or two in the center, and then see where I want to go. Which I haven't forgotten about the ultimate challenge either. I'm gonna get to that right after platooning. I did forget to type it up though. Okay, Usually I wouldn't recommend doing this, but I would definitely not be able to get up there. Of course they have a T-67 no frickin' shooting down there. Thanks, Artie. So I almost died by Artie. Didn't expect them to hit me, because usually Artie, a little bit over to the right here, he just barely got that over, I would say. Proxy spot him. Bet you he wasn't expecting that. I know, the OEFH already is pretty funny when people don't really expect it to have armor or weight to it. I don't necessarily want to push here, I'm just... Someone's gonna pop up here eventually. I don't have HP anymore. That already kinda wrecked me up there. Unfortunately, low tiers, you know, 1-2 shots really change what you can do, and yeah, pretty much a sneeze will kill me at this point. I guess I'll just stick with the center and see if I can help. Yeah, I was gonna say, he looks like he's tipped over, but it is a pretty short tank. You go first, Leopard. Yeah, he is tipped over, and yet his gun can point straight up. Gotta love it. That pretty much sums up my night so far. Because I thought he was tipped over, and I'm like, no. But he was, looking at the thing. Like, there's no way he can hit me. No, the gun can point freaking straight off on the T-80. Who would have known? You learn something new every day. Oh my god. Oh, there you go, Graham. Your sneeze is, you did me in there. Yeah, that's honestly a first for a tank to shoot me like that. That must be some crazy gun elevation on that tank for it to be able to point literally like straight up. Oh, Lord. Alright, well, at least we're gonna get a win here. I guess I can... Oops. Wrong chat there. I was gonna say... I'm gonna do one more fight platooning here, and then popping over to solo here. VK3001D's up next here. Halo dog. I don't know what it is about tonight. I've been... For the past like week plus, in a little bit of a groove to where struggling to get into a rhythm here. But you know, good or bad, you still learn stuff from World of Tanks, which is the nice thing. But I appreciate, you know, feel free to pop questions in. I don't mind answering them. Yeah, that's what I'm here for, honestly. Taking viewer requests. I like answering questions. Alright. 65 degrees of elevation. Yes, that would do it. Hello, CG. Nice to see you. Alright, so Corellia Assault. Bottom tier. See, I really like this map, Assault. But when you're bottom tier, you're really reliant on your... you know, top tier tanks or even like the mid tier ones to kind of dictate where you can actually push. I think you posted a picture. What? It was one of like the gaming ones. I'll honestly say, like, I've sat in one before and they're comfortable, but I don't know why they all look like race car seats. Like, Ryan probably wouldn't let me get it one, to be honest, but the only thing wrong with this one is it's a little, I need one a little bit, like, taller, honestly, for the desk here, but yeah, it's making do. We got, I don't know, we have a few too many people in, like, the center. I like this tank, but the accuracy isn't always the best. But me against the T-34, or not T-34, T-32, it's not going to go over too well. Our other side, we don't have any tanks able to push there. Our T-54 Mod 1 is sniping. Yeah. Honestly, he's basically like a heavy tank in this match, more or less. Okay, he is gonna go there. Yeah, I was kind of hoping they would pop out a little bit closer to the... Nah, I'm not going to be able to get a shot there safely. Ricochet. Come on, accuracy. Work for me here. This KV-4 is going for it, though. Okay. I guess I will try to help him. He is taking a crap ton of damage here. Wish I was a little bit up closer here. Help him sooner, but... Whoa. I almost got a damaging shot on him, but he's got nudged out of the way a little bit. Alright, so that turned in our favor pretty quickly there. Ooh, Lord. This is gonna hurt. Really? T28 HTCs. I saw them, kind of glanced over. I was gonna pop here, and yeah, that didn't exactly work because they're not the most accurate things, but yeah, oh well. I got a little unlucky there. Alright, so well, I'm gonna do the ultimate challenge up next here, so let me get that going while I have a second here. I'm gonna pop to doing some solo matches here for the rest of the stream too. So let's get got a wheel going here. So I actually forgot. Oh, so gonna do a quick bet here too. So you guys can bet on whether you think I'm gonna win the challenge or not. Exclamation point bet. 0, you think I'm gonna win it. 1, you think I'm gonna lose it. Press space, and then anywhere from 1 to 2,000 Levi biscuits. So this is going to be an ultimate challenge. I need to do 2.5 times the HP total, and I'll close. It's not going to be a super long time to bet, so yeah, I'm gonna have to play whatchamajig, tier 10 medium tank. I'm gonna have to play. Not gonna tell you guys which one. But I'll leave out the betting until I pick the tank here. For anyone that doesn't know what the challenge is, so I had to pick a tier 10 medium, 2.5 times the HP and damage the system block. Brian challenged me in it. You can use stream currency to challenge me in tanks, and you win back stream currency. It's kind of a fun little thing, and you can get your name up on the wall here. All the names on the right, you know, people that subscribe and who have tipped throughout the years of the stream. On the left, people who've won challenges. As you win more, yeah, it kind of spells out your name. So something a little bit different and yeah, fun for everybody involved. As long as I actually have a decent fight and make it interesting. Sometimes I die in the first like minute or so, and yeah. I think last time I picked the Object 140, so I'm probably not going to pick it this time. Alright, but at least we got a win here. Can't complain about that. But thank you very much, guys, for platooning tonight. For everyone that popped in and out platooning here. Had some rough battles, like, but yeah, I think we did all right. Oh, I know, I've been close on a few of the last several challenges. But yeah, this one, I'm pretty far down there. Nice match, Yosef and Cut. Like, I did a little bit better as far as assist damage, but not too well on my own. Yeah, thanks for the fights, everybody, tonight. Alright, if anyone has any other bets, you know, put them in here fast. Okie dokie. Oh, wrong. Alright, so we're gonna close the queue here. Alright, so why don't I play my new tank with a 0% win rate, TVP here, and go for that. Gonna be a little difficult since I can't really block any damage with this, but I'll give it a go. I have to get to 4,500 damage the system blocking this thing. And I'm probably gonna get put on like Himmelsdorf or Ensk, something really small. But yeah, I'm feeling the TVP here. Honestly, this chair, it's kind of a piece of crap, but it works. We had another, like a normal like chair over there for my other PC I Photoshop stuff on, and it was old to where it actually broke like the springs and stuff underneath. I almost like fell through the thing to where it was a chair that we need to like reupholster and everything. Ryan likes doing that from time to time, but yeah. That chair is no longer in use. Alrighty then. Come on, there's 400 people in the queue. I'm pretty sure we can find ourselves a battle here. You're regretting your yes. Why? It's only like my second or third battle in the TVP. What could go wrong? Outside of half the team being already in tank destroyers. I will say I am going to start with heat here. I usually don't like do that, but it'd be nice if we can get some tanks out here. Fortunately, we don't have a top tier light, but the Leopard might. He didn't get a good. Nah, he didn't get a good spawn spot for this side. As a light, I like to pop here quick. You can almost always spot Artie. This is going to be a tough one, to be honest. Try to give my team a early light up. I hope it's not going to backfire on me. About 50-50 here. I didn't get the closest spot that I could have. Took it a little bit safer than I might normally. I missed a tree. I was just trying to... I usually try to ping if I am going to try to spot. That's what I was doing there. Nice to see that the... Oh lord, 705 is gonna hit me. Oopsie daisy. Nice to see that the T92 was on me though. Not. I did miss a couple trees though, thanks for reminding me. It's really bad that we lost the south that fast, like extremely bad. Unfortunately, I'm the only one out here. And there's nobody in the south. Nobody even contesting out here to where not looking too great for our team here. There is a TD out there, unless they moved. I saw one shoot earlier. Which Skoda are you talking about? Maldron? The Tier 9 Skoda? If you mean that one, it's an awesome tank. Trying to get this 705A to overextend. I didn't shoot at him a couple times. But yes, they're definitely worth it. It's worth suffering through the Tier 8. The rest of the tanks in a line are very nice. Hoping that TVP would fall back. Come on, tank. I can take shots, but not rushed like that. Come on, TVP. Oop, I gotta piece out here. Just got nailed. I don't know if I'm gonna get this. Hello, Savannah. Nice to see you. I would go for me too if I was already, and especially where I was at, to be honest. But okay, not load it yet, and he can two-shot me. This is not going to be good. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, I didn't hit him. Track. What? How did I not pin that last shot? At least I still destroyed his track, but I should have been able to track and pen. Yeah, this is kind of falling apart for us here. Ooh. No. We're in the lead again. This Skoda is not aiming at me, thank God. Oh man. I don't know how we're making a comeback here, but whatever we're doing is working. At least for now. No! Go away, Artie! Alright, but this is why the TVP is so dangerous. If you leave it with low HP, like, it's just, it's too dangerous to leave in the match. I'm surprised they didn't kill me. Probably just jinxed myself now, but got full HP, so they should push it. Unfortunately, I have a really crappy crew in this, I believe, to where I do not really trust myself. I don't think I have Sixth Sense. There's one Artie. I don't think the other Artie's up to my right. I could be wrong. But the T-92 was definitely shooting me from the south. Don't know if I got the challenge done. I might have. I forget what I had to do. I had to do like 46 or 45 or something. I got up by 4 points. Hot damn. I am really gunning for this Artie, even though it's probably gonna kill me because I'm really bad at my luck. You know, doing something like this against Artie is really not skewed in my favor. They are definitely. I have no idea where these people are going. They didn't go on the flag. Like, did they literally just do a circle just to get the Artie? Like, yeah, that they did. I don't really get it, just because they don't have that much time left. And I thought their best bet was to try to spot, like, us in the field and then have their Artie try to take us out. I'm gonna auto aim here. But thank you very much for the challenge, Brian. This was a fun one. I was not too confident of me getting it early on, but luckily I was able to kind of fall back once I had low HP and just kind of pick them off. You'll get it someday. You know, feel free to keep putting the challenges in. I honestly didn't have faith just for my team. Halfway through, we started losing some tanks. But, you know, we still... Nah, I don't think we'll lose this. The E100 and myself might die. I'll say that. But I don't think that we're gonna lose the fight here. Unless this guy goes on like an epic ammo rack spree. Not want to give him the satisfaction of killing me, because he kind of ruined my match early on. Thanks again for the challenge, though. That was a fun one. Yeah, I didn't pick an easy tank. And thanks everyone that bet on me winning that. Alright, so I guess it's time. Let me do another giveaway here too. Got a mastery badge first class. That's only like my second battle, I think, in this thing, or third. Pretty good fight. Most amount of experience. Top 4 damage. 4 kills, a little bit of assist. I can't complain. But yeah, how many fights do I actually have in this thing? I think that was literally my second battle in the TVP. Yeah. Thanks again, you know, for the challenge there. That was a fun one. So I have a grind up next. I've already done the AMX 50 120. What else am I grinding here? Why don't I hop into the Challenger? I think I only have one. I might have 2 battles in this. I have to save that for a clip. Good night, Yosef. Ooh, that's pretty late. Yeah, nice playing with you again. Thanks for staying up and platooning. I'm 17 and 7. Ooh. I'm glad you're keeping track. Let's see. Yeah, I guess a few of those were before I started doing the challenge board, because I got 5 up here for you. But I remember I started doing challenges. It was like for almost like 4 or 5 months before I started doing the little tokens. But just a reminder, everyone, I will be streaming tomorrow again, starting a little earlier at 6:30. Going to be going until at least 9:30, possibly 10. Can't push it past that, given I have a pretty busy day on Saturday. It's Jazz Festival in Cape May, so be a little bit busy compared to today. Granted, it was just I was the only cooking, and I had one guy in to help me out a bit in the morning for about three hours or so. Really, I did a grand total of like 8 people the entire day. I was there for 9 hours. But this time of year is so slow. Like, I was mainly doing prep, working on, like, you know, taste testing a couple new menu ideas. Yeah, I don't want to do this. Unfortunately, we got plenty of people in the south to where literally the only spot I could go to, but yeah, I think I'm gonna try it, because in the north I'm not gonna be able to help the north. I'm gonna try to get over here. Really wish this thing had a fully rotating turret, but sometimes you can get good shots from the center here, as long as we don't let them get up there. Spotted that guy a little bit. Definitely don't want to get shot by him. On. Thing needs gun depression. It's got a little bit, but not enough for where I'm trying to play it. Fortunately, I can't get up there enough. But you try to my shot's like, nope. Gonna dive down. That was a panic shot where he got back into cover. I would like to crest around the right where that PZ-58 is, but it doesn't make too much sense unless somebody else can give him. There you go, he's in the north now. Ooh, risky move. Ah, crap. I didn't think I had a shot there, to be honest. I thought there was a rock. Pleasantly surprised. Because this spot here, it's a lot better than you might think. So where I haven't been able to use it too much in random battles, but I would rather go here in a tank destroyer, obviously because I went here, than go south, because you're kind of limited in the south. Whereas if you put yourself in the center, you can still kind of wiggle. You know, you can go north, I got really, really, really lucky there. I should have died. There we go. Now I died. Go figure. He hit me like right through there. That's what I was trying to prevent myself to get shot from, those bushes. But I was trying to get here. That way I might have spotted him, because this guy was also pushing up. But that ISU's somewhere in those bushes to where this guy probably doesn't even notice he's there. Yeah, he's getting hit now. Oh well. 800 damage, 150 assist. Not exactly as good as the last battle. Congrats, Fritz, for winning the raffle here. Alright, so T-54E1 up next. So how difficult is it to prep food? Yes, it is hard. We're honestly, before this year, we're only open like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Mondays. But this year is kind of the first year they decided, hey, why not try, 7 days this early? It is tough because, like, menu-wise, the menu's basically the same size, but like, when you're the only cook there, it's like, you might only sell like one of something when it's that slow, but you still have to prep for like 3 or 4, because if you're the only cook, especially like I let our dishwashers, like once they're out of stuff to do, like they're usually like, can I go home and like take a nap, because they all work at night too. So usually I'm like the only person there. Like I was there, the only guy from like 11 until like 1:30ish. Where a lot can happen in between then, but yeah, it's basically tough. You just do a little bit of prep, and the rule of thumb is like, of course, like don't want to serve bad stuff, but most things that you chop will last max 7 days, but usually like veggies and stuff, it's about 4 to 5. To where then they don't look nice, gotta switch them out, to where just trying your best not to over prep, because then you're just throwing food away and it's wasted. Luckily for me, like I'm honestly pretty darn good with like, not to say busy work, but there's always something to clean, organize on. Really? Just, I saw these people pushing in, but I was hoping, like, I know I didn't want to push out on them, but, oh lord, we lost the hill and they're getting popped. But I was kind of hoping I'd be able to smack that guy, and there's a small little cupola on the Primo, I'm pretty sure. He's getting flanked. I gotta help this guy, even if it's risky to me. Yeah, really, I'm gonna die for that, but I guess it's better. I shouldn't have went there all the way, but our E3 would have died had I not done that. Oh well, sorry for whoever requested the E4. It's just not my day in tanks like that. But alright, I'm gonna pop into a tank. I'm gonna pick one here before getting to the T69. Yeah, I need to get a... I've just had some trouble today with kind of getting into a rhythm. Why don't I'll pick the E5 here, then I'll play the T69. Do you throw much food out? Yes, almost every restaurant. Even when you're busy, you throw quite a bit out. You can't help it from, just stuff going bad prior to when you think it would, or certain things not selling as much. Like, say in the summer, like we have 2 cooks in, usually like 1-2 dishwashers, and you're doing, like 200 people for like just breakfast. in a span of like 3 hours, like you got to have a crap ton of prep for that, where you can go like a few days not selling a lot of something, then you kind of have to throw it away, to where it is factored into, like every restaurant should and does more or less factor in waste as far as like food cost. What kind of dog treats? He's still got the same 4. He's got beef lungs with peanut butter on them, apples and yogurt, cheddar, and pumpkin. But yeah, it is a little tough though when it's slow, because like just cleaning. Like I have like, since it's an old Victorian building, like painting. Like I'm not personally painting because I'm cooking if someone pops an order in, but yeah, it is a little tough. But just the hours that get to you. Like the work's easy when it's slow, but you're still there 9-10 hours a day, which yeah. What percentage of waste? It's not like a percentage, it's for every dish, it's like different. Basically, like you find, so say something costs like $10, say the food cost of that, so say it's like $3, so the food cost, I say food cost, but it's the cost to have the food, to cook it, to pay the person to cook it, pay the wait staff, pay for maintenance for the building, pay for the waste, pay for like the tablecloth, glasses, to wash the glasses, to get basically cover like broken glasses, people stealing like ketchup packets and stuff. Like you have so many different things to where it's a very small percentage, like waste and also all those factors. The main thing is like how much the food costs, and also paying like the staff and the utilities. But you do tack on a little bit more, which is why it's expensive to eat out, at like a non-chain restaurant. Which, thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit, Randall. Yeah, I'll give him a beef lung after this one here. Where honestly, chain restaurants, like I have known quite a few people that worked at them when I was in culinary school, because there's a lot in New Jersey. So say like your Applebee's and stuff. Honestly, they have real stations that are, oh god, I have HE only in this. I forgot. Curse me. Why do I always forget? I'm so angry at myself now. Pretty sure Randall, this was your doing. Michael Bay plays tanks. T125, take 2. It's all good though. Honestly, I always forget to switch them. Like Applebee's and stuff. Honestly, their salad dressings and a lot of sauces, and even like part of like apps and stuff, they come in package and they put them in the microwave. Mix it around a little bit, pop it out, plop it on a plate. It's, yeah, not everything, but there are actual places that do a lot of that. As far as like food cost spreadsheets and stuff, personally, me, no. My brother does most of it. He's the head chef. I mainly do things on the fly. I would like to have spreadsheets for everything, I will say that, but baby steps. So sous vide cooking, like you'll see that a lot on TV and like for fancy restaurants. Honestly, I'd say in like 90% of restaurants, if not more, you'll never see that. Too expensive to get the machines, and they're not big enough to actually do the amount of stuff that you would need. Like when I cook something at the restaurant, like I'm doing batches of like 50 to 100 orders of something. Like good luck getting that in something to sous vide. Oh, I know. I am really upset at myself here because this was kind of my match. If I had standard AP here, honestly, I would be pushing in front of that Super Conqueror right now. It's just that I know I can't really deal any damage up there, so I'm going to try to help overwhelm these guys down here. Even though I can't really overwhelm them with HE, it's better than me like shooting a heavy tank or something with it. Because yeah, a little mad at myself for forgetting, because I'm pretty sure I had reminded myself last stream to fix this, and then I didn't. Take that, 0 damage. Of course, I got myself in a spot to shoot an E100. Tonight's not my night for some reason, which I don't know why. I was feeling really good going into... Yeah, he's dead and I still shot him. Take that. I was feeling really good going into the stream tonight, and yeah. But yeah, it's the ups and downs of streaming. You never know what's gonna happen with your night here. It's still fun though. Okay. That was just a terrible shot on my behalf. Well, as far as restaurant stuff, if anything you're buying for a restaurant, it's a little bit different than, I don't know if you're meaning like the home, the ones meant for home use, but to get something like the correct size and stuff, it would be a fair bit of money. But more or less, it's just, it comes down to volume, to where like our restaurant, at least for Cape May, like we do a lot of volume, like where I'm sure other restaurants around us might do stuff like that, but like we're churning out like, you know, crap ton of people at one time. But honestly, getting poaching is, in my opinion, fine when it comes to a comparison. Or not poaching, but braising, I mean. Awesome. Thank you, Artie. This guy's gonna get me. I'm just tracking him because the Super Conqueror. So last stream I pointed out like why I didn't damage him in the side. The side space armor on that thing is very deceptively annoying. Like it'll just soak up even more than just heat, but like HE damage of course, but like even AP shells will disappear into it for some reason. It's a little silly, the side of the Super Conqueror. Oh, I actually be able to shoot him. Woohoo! Take that! I got a kill. Uh-oh. No. No. Don't. Thank you, team. Don't need to already helmet. I've avoided that so far. Well, at least we got a win here. HE only. I am fixing this. Yeah, it's just honestly cooking, you know, cooking at home. I can play around with a bunch of different stuff, but when it comes to cooking at the restaurant, you know, it's completely different for like the type of restaurant that we have. Not one of those heat spammers like a lot of people do. We'll go with that. That looks good to me. Alright, so T69's up next here, which I still got some time. Feel free to pop some more requesting, guys. Alright. My paltry 20% win rate in this thing. Yeah, like when I worked at night a lot at the restaurant, like I worked mainly the saute side, but I was in charge of basically all the stations and the prep and whatnot. I remember like that side you get to make like the crab cakes and stuff. I'd be making pound wise probably like 50 pounds of crab cakes at a time, to where it's just whereas at home you're making like 2 pounds. All right, old buddy, gonna leave his little treat there. He's all curled up in a little ball back there. I don't know if you guys can see him back there. I'm gonna try to set up in the center here. Yeah, even no, nah. I'm actually gonna go up here because they look a little. Nah, I'm gonna stick with my initial. But yeah, like restaurant equipment. Like I like to use a pancake dispenser. You know, like a metal pancake dispenser. Pushes stuff out the bottom. It's almost $200 for a restaurant one. As far as you can use home stuff, which thank you Labobo for the challenge. I'll get to that up next year. You can use stuff for at home, but it does have to be like a certain type of material, so on and so forth, for it to be safe for restaurant usage. But yeah, granted, you know, pancake dispensers, like we have one that's as old as I am probably. It leaks a little bit to where that's like our backup one, but our main one like is like 5 years old at this point. Oh god, I should be spotted here. Yo, I'm definitely spotted. It's like I got some assist damage there. That's not good. Good night, Graham. Unfortunately, like I will, Rich, if I ever see any, we don't use any cast iron at the hotel. The most, like, we'll bring, like my brother will bring one in of his if he's doing like something blackened or something, but yeah, we actually don't use any cast iron. Alright, so I should have not shot there. Be real, oh lord. It's not gonna go very well for me. Got like nowhere to run. And yeah, our south literally imploded. Yep, and the rest of my team beneath me, they're kind of all stuck out there too. For whatever reason, my elbow right now is killing me. I don't know why. Of course, it's the one I'm using for my mouse. Because I know he's going to push into me. Oh, Levi found a street. Woohoo! Awesome. It wasn't too good. It's just our team, the way they set up down there, we put like 1 or 2 tanks, like, and they just literally slowly pushed in and killed each one of us one at a time. But, you know, that's props to the enemy for doing that. I shouldn't have loaded heat here, but what I got. Just there's a lot of cover here that heat won't go through. Ooh, I just got whacked there. Yeah, I'm still gonna go this way. Yeah, I don't know why people push down here, to be honest, but our team decided to do it, so yeah, you kind of got to go with it, unfortunately. That T-71DA should be fine. See if I get any cheapy damage over here. Probably not. Ferdinand stopped. On accuracy. Ooh, another ammo rack. damn, I am lucky. How do you do steaks? We have a grill. I don't know where this hot damn catchphrase is coming tonight. That's like the second or third time I've been saying it. Hello, Timmy. Okie dokie. Oh, how did I don't know how we came back here. Well, outside of ammo racking that poor Jagdpanzer 2, but they still have a Saint Emile, or not Saint Emile, Stir Emile. I always say Saint for some reason. Don't push! I'm reloading! Ah. I'm gonna be called out here by this Patriot. I can almost guarantee it. But yeah, please don't talk about drugs, whether you're being sarcastic or not. Try to get a spot here. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, I just ran into him. No. Levi's getting a little grumpy back there. They said hi.
Hello. Run away before little angry dog.
But yeah. I really want a spot for this guy, but the Patriot just has so much HP. Thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit. And I don't have 6 cents, unfortunately. It's tough to know where. I have a feeling he's gonna pop over here. It's just if I can ammo rack him.
Penetration. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Unfortunately, I've only got 2 shots. I don't think I can reload before he gets to me. I'm gonna take a risk and pop over here and really hope that he's not to my left.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Come on, Artie! Oh my god, I should have reloaded. And Artie got me. Oh. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Artie killed me there. Well, that was a valiant effort there, I should say. But that's just frustrating. Well, I did do that to myself though. But honestly, had I so let me tip Levi a biscuit here. Had I actually reloaded there, I would have been able to kill him. But that's my bad, to where here you go, little dog. That's my bad, to where I honestly thought he was gonna pop up sooner. Oh! Oh, he missed. Well, I was close, but I did make a little error there. I probably should have just reloaded because it's not the longest, you know, reload for an autoloader, but oh well. I'll chalk that up to, unfortunately, hey, I'm not comfortable with this tank sometimes. You can do it. Just getting a challenge up there. Yeah, unfortunately. So let me tip Levi again here. Thanks, Taco. But yeah, I should have just hit reload. Because even if I had spotted him, I did get an ace finally in the T69, but yeah, unfortunately, I just hesitated there. So really good battle, almost top damage on my team, but one little mistake did me in there, and that already, yeah. Well, props to that guy for hitting me there. It wasn't the easiest shot, but yeah, lost quite a bit of credits because I fired all but like one, I think, heat round. So, oh well. Still pretty nice fight, but would have liked to have won that. All right, here we go. All right, so I have a deluxe challenge. Hello, Brave. Yes, I am. So PZ7, or I'm gonna do the Super Conqueror and open up a bet before. That way you guys can bet on it again. The PZ7 here. So let's get into the Super Conqueror. I'll open up a bet here. You guys can bet on whether or not you think I'm gonna win it or not. So the challenge is going to be in the PZ7 tier 10 heavy. I have to do 2 times the HP. I think it's like 5,000 combined. As far as damage, assist, and block, I had to reach. Bet 0 if you think I'm going to win it. 1 if you think I'm going to lose it. And you can see in chat as far as the command and everything. Hello, Joe. Nice to see you. I would say, my work season started too, to where I'm pretty beat most days too. Like when I stream at night here, which I'm adding on another stream tomorrow night, I'm going to be really tired these next few days. Yeah, I get off the stream at 10, and I wake up at 4 in the morning, and I'm walking Levi by like 4:30. Whew, at work by 5. So it's a little bit of a juggling match. See you, Pezmed. Have a nice one. I'm really frustrated I didn't get that match there at the end. I should have reloaded, taken a chance, because I would have swapped over to AP. It's mainly the reason why I didn't reload was I didn't have a full clip of heat left. Yeah, I should have just went for it. Got a fair amount of tanks there. Yeah, you have a T-22. You don't see too many of those nowadays. Fortunately, they have an Object 268 version 4. You gotta love it. They got 2 really heavily armored tanks over here. Do my best to pick on this guy, to be honest, because these things are ridiculous. They got a lot of armor. Yeah, I keep shooting the ground, but I can hit part of his... Yeah. I'm just gonna push up here. I don't think my team's gonna pull back to let them push anymore. And we don't have many people by the cap, which will be interesting if we can make it over there to reset. Alright. 268's gonna get heshed. Ooh. Ooh, that just made my audio skip getting nailed by the P92 direct hit. I shouldn't have kept Hesh load it, but he would be dead. Why is he not dead? I stupidly shot his upper plate. There we go. Thank you, Limit, for the follow. Oh, Lord, I am regretting. I should have went to the flag. But yeah, that's the funny thing, though. Object 430U is, honestly, I would say better than the T22 was when they first released the T22. Kind of crazy to say, but like the T22 definitely had, or has, trollier armor than it, but the E5, it always gets me. Like he moved there to counter me, but he moved himself into more tanks. But yeah, at least he's dead. The Type 59, like I know, honestly, the Type 59 I would say was never overpowered for its tier. The only thing that was wrong with the Type 59 when it was released was the matchmaking, because it used to see tier 5s. And it was kind of the first tier 8 medium put in the game that had, you know, armor capable of just, you know, raffle stomping. Tier 6s, tier 5s, there wasn't premium rounds back then. That's why it was, you know, kind of broken. But the tank itself, you know, even though it was really good compared to standard tier 8 mediums, it wasn't like, you know, just leaps and bounds better than them. But they're still capping. At this point, you know, my team's up to where I'm just trying to keep people spotted here and, you know, pushing ahead. But like these mediums behind me, they're, you know, luckily they killed him, but they're literally just sitting there like, you know, just move up, guys. You know, especially the 430E, you got some armor. You don't have accuracy. Just push. But, oh well. It's been one of those nights. Alright, so I got a deluxe challenge in the PZ7. It's closed the bet here. Well, yeah, that's just, like, I pushed out there to keep it moving. Like, I could have just hung back, but, you know, I thought that I was gonna get a couple people pushing up, so it wouldn't just, you know, be everyone aiming at me. Alright, you're... I don't mind people sending skirmish requests, granted, I don't think I'll ever do any, since really the only time I get to play when I'm working during the season is when I'm streaming, but you know, sending out a ton of them makes me, I guess I remove people from the friends list for that. It's just, you know, going over earlier, like OCD, I don't actually have it, but I do get, like, when it comes to like volume on stuff, like even on the PC here, it always has to be like you know, like 40, 50, 60, or like a even number or something, or it just drives me crazy. Little messages like that screw with me too. Okie dokie, so Nubbleberg here. We got 2 already on both teams. Probably gonna end up this way, but we'll see where my team heads. Assuming most of those guys will stick on their flank. Okay. We're gonna be weak in the center. I'll go center. I don't necessarily like going to the center a ton, but in a tank like this, I should say. But I'll try to make it work. Because right now, JPZ 100 is going to be iffy here, and otherwise there's just going to be 3 guys, 2 M48s and myself. JPZ's iffy because it's just a little clunky, and you can definitely get lit up from the sides sometimes in the center here. Alright, they're going to head over there, so I'll head low. See what I find. Hopefully not. I don't know if they have it, but Object 268 version 4 seems to be what I run into on this map a lot. Need to be careful if they push the town. And I have a feeling that they are going to push the town. Kinda hoping they'd pop back. Doesn't seem like it, because I don't want to overextend. I will get hit quite a bit. I'm going to wait for my team to at least get up here. At least we have a type 5 kind of spotting there. Guess it's a little risky to do this early. Place a little risky by a lot of risky. Oh lord, T-57. T-57 heavy sees me. Yeah, I'm really regretting this. Yeah, I think you're gonna win. I think you're gonna win this one. Yeah, there's my chance of. Yeah, no one's gonna be able to help me here. At least they're not shooting premium, but yeah, I was stupid to think I would be able to do that without probably dying. Stupid rocks. Oh god. The T-57 heavy kept pushing. Well, congrats on winning the challenge. Not that this wasn't even close here, but yeah, I guess did something stupid there. Congrats for everyone that bet against me there. All right, so moving along. Because I had to get to 5,000, I got to mid 3,000s there. There's no raffles going on right now, CG. Hello, Gunner. I say I don't know if you're watching, but yeah. Carnivarn or Carnivarn. All right. But congrats for winning that one. I was close, but almost all of it was block damage, which I kind of hate winning challenges just by blocking, but I'm just mad at myself for doing that. I've been doing that quite a bit, which Arrowhead, I think that's the arrow that watches the stream. It's on the other team. Yeah, sometimes that happens, Brave. Like, there's other games outside of tanks, like watching Fortnite and like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I kind of like watching streams better than playing it, to be honest. So, yeah, I can see that for World of Tanks. See you, Joe. Have a nice one. But yeah, I've just... Yeah, I don't blame him for pushing after me. I shouldn't have done that, honestly. I should have just stayed back, angled out, taken a shot at them when they're kind of pulling back. I shouldn't have myself pushed out there. I've been doing it all night though, just I've been overextending a little bit, and yeah. Sometimes it's hard for me to kick them. I've got the Italian tank, so I did like the first 3 missions and then bought it. That way I can play it for you guys. I started out the past couple streams with it, but you know, sometimes it is hard, you know, like I'm still getting the hang of that tank, but luckily I've done the Chex tanks recently as far as grinding them, so that's helped me kind of play it. Oh lord, they are flooding the center. Okay. For some reason though, like it must be like the first full week of work. Like right now my elbows and fingers are like killing me here. I'm too young for this to be happening. It's not, you know, it's not from streaming, it's just from the kitchen. Having to get back into the swing of things. I'm hoping I won't need to help out the right side, but I might. Could be able to bounce a T-34, but that all depends on what he's shooting. I turned my turret, and of course he hit me. Alright, screw it. If there's a Strev 103B sitting back here, I'm going to try to go this way. Currently, I'm just going to end up running into him anyway, but... Crap. A 430, of course. Granted, he's not aiming at me yet, but he's about to be. And that thing's got quite a bit of alpha for a medium. And I can't pen him, unless I hit him in a lower plate. My team, my team and their team, they're just all over the place. I can't even push to where I was going to, which is a good thing. They pushed them back there, but like this is just, you usually don't see teams like this spread around cliff this early. Usually one team kind of has this area, the other team has this area, to where both teams are kind of like all over the place, which I guess I'm just going to head back to where I initially went, but I'm going to try to keep an eye on this 430. Missed that shot. This Strev is he... Of course he's gonna aim at me. It's like, is he gonna aim at me, or is he aiming over at those guys where he had shots? But yeah, I stupidly pushed out to where he could hit me. I really needed to track him, but I'm gonna die by light tanks here. I'm having a really tough string of things here, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna T67 up next. I would say I might pop into like a tier 10 or something here, but yeah, tonight's just one of those nights here. How fast can I chop an onion? No idea. Probably like, or no, I don't want to give an answer to that, only because, you know, as far as doing stuff in the kitchen, like some people might, I've had people come in before, like when we hire them, and they're like, oh, like I can chop this really fast, and they do it real fast. They're the people that usually end up chopping their fingers off, or really bad. So you don't want to chop something as fast as possible. You want to chop it correctly. So I'll answer it that way. Honestly though, at the restaurant, surprisingly I don't even chop any onions, believe it or not. I have people to prep for that. Usually the prep I do, it comes down to cooking. I should have kept going here. Still no raffle, Brian. It's at the end of, you know, it's about closer to the hours, guys. You'll see it pop up in chat when it begins. Okay, they didn't put anyone in the north as far as I can see. That guy at least. Okay, the amount of people I've seen, I haven't personally hired them, but they've mainly been at nighttime or like when I was first starting, that, you know, we're trying to go too fast. I've seen one guy almost chop his finger completely off. That was on a slicer. They're probably the most dangerous things in the kitchen. Forget one guy like stabbed. He like, or no, he didn't stab. He like was opening a bag near the main line, and he cut himself and like spewed blood all over the place, like into the bain marie. So that's like where all the 6 pans are with all the prep, you know, and then you cook it in pans right next to it. Had to throw all that away, you know, because there's just blood everywhere. He still works for us. I just got SU 100 wide. And that's what I get for sitting there. Yeah. I've had someone oyster knife slip and poke himself right through the wrist. Yep. There's a lot of gruesome stories. All right, so I'm hopping into a tier 10 here. Let's do an E3. I'll get to the T34 up after this. Ham slicer, like a deli slicer, I guess. Yes. So big circular blade. Yeah. But yeah, at least we won Cliff. But yeah. Maybe it was honestly switching things up and chugging a full coffee before the stream. Because the beginning I was playing all right, and it's starting to go downhill here. But I'll start the raffle now, so I don't forget to begin it. But I am going to be streaming tomorrow night, starting at 6:30 and going to at least 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock. I'm just going to be soloing tomorrow night, and I kind of planned on, since, you know, it kind of is an extra little stream I'm chucking in, I'm probably just going to do 1-on-1, so 1 tank request, and I'm going to pick a tank. I'm probably going to focus on not all grinds, but just playing, you know, some high tier tanks I haven't played in a while, you know, tier 8 to 10. But should be a pretty fun stream. I'll do a couple extra raffles too, since it's an extra one. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the bits. Yeah, I'm hoping even before the stream starts, I might be able... I still need to get some time in photoshopping a few things for the stream. I finished up the map strategy for Mannerheim Line. I'm sure most of you guys saw that. I'm hoping next Tuesday I'll be able to get a lot of stuff done for the website. That's the plan, at least. You never know, though, with work. That's my problem, where, you know, my schedule, like you know, me and my brother make our schedules, and we try to keep them like the same week to week for everybody, but like my schedule can literally change in like the next day, like 2 or 3 times, just if we get some extra parties, or, you know, someone gets sick or something. Alright, we have a lot of people in the north, which it always scares me on live oaks. So I would say like 90% of the battles I've seen, if your team wins the South, not just where our 121 and TVP push, but actually win it, you win the battle. Can't really explain it all the time because it used to be if you win the town you won the match, but now it's the South. More people are going there, especially like in heavies and stuff, TDs like this, to where, you know, it's kind of a numbers thing to where there's an Artie, but fortunately this Super Conqueror crap. Turn your turret. Of course I hit him in the upper plate. I was hoping to get a shot off. The 30B I kind of had a shot, but he kept moving. Bat's gonna stop. Your luck should improve, Brave. Yeah, if you're ever feeling unlucky, just try not to focus on it. Like, I'm kind of focusing on a little bit of, I keep making mistakes here. It's not like I can blame RNG and stuff like people do. Like, I've made a ton of mistakes tonight. But usually when I have streams like this, my next one's pretty darn good because I try to correct the things that I'm doing wrong. How did I not pen him? I tried to aim at like the corner area to track him. Oh my god, dude. That just literally distracted me a lot. He got my attention, but I'm not helping you. I tried to track the 268, which that just dove into the dirt. Awesome. And speaking about RNG, now I'm in a really bad spot because we are low on tanks. But I don't know what that JPZ was. Oh god, really moved over just as I was. Yeah, he's got a repair kit. Literally just as I was pulling back, he did that. Awesome, they got the 30B. I'm afraid because we don't have a lot of people in the center. Crap. I didn't think he could still hit me there, and yet he's still plinking away at me. Because you don't want to let people get this close to you in an E3. Becomes struggle city here. All right, can you get a big hit for us? 183. That would be awesome. Yeah, my problem is I can't turn away from the Super Conqueror. Already gets hit me, it's gonna finish me off with its next shot. And this bat's about to reload. The bat chat moved back, that helps a little bit. Honestly, it doesn't really matter where I go at this point. Artie's either gonna hit me or it's not. Don't want to crest all the way over. I just want to get their attention. Hopefully these guys push. Okay. Oh lord, this is gonna be interesting to say the least. Good. Yep, they're already killed me. Fantastic. Anyway, let's pop this sucker back on. 2100 damage, 3500 block, but I missed a few shots that I should have hit otherwise. My team should have this though, to be honest. But popping into the next battle, that way I can get some more fights in here. Well, the 90mm on the T29, honestly, the T29 I would say is, which we ended up drawing on Nebelberg. You know, T29 is one of the better tier 7 tanks, especially with the 105. But, you know, I would give it a shot until you get it elite. And like, if you're basing it off of people saying that you should use the 90 on the T29, don't listen to that. They're honestly those types of people. You don't want to listen to stuff like that. Like the 90, like to literally have any upside over the 105, you need to fire 100% APCR out of that thing compared to the 105. And the T29, honestly, like thinking of every single tier 7 heavy, it's the best tier 7 heavy. Just thanks Lobobo for the bits there. And also Dana. But, you know, just take it slow. There's no rush to getting to high tiers matches, honestly. To where, you know, the balancing, like I would say, for as much as people complain, get to at least tier 8 if you can. Especially with the frontline mode coming out. That's going to be for tier 8 only. You're not going to see tier 9 or 10 in it, and it's a really fun mode. That's almost worth it just to get, you know, tier 8s for that. So to play frontline, you know, you can play it with just one tank, I believe, but you should have a couple different ones because you can respawn. But, you know, I would say at least try to get to tier 8 if possible. A little scary, my team's not sending anybody up to the hill here. Yeah. Awesome. For him. He's got the kind of the derp alpha gun. Okay, so let's try to bait these guys over. Oh, he's trying to congest. Yeah, I saw. If there's 2 lights pushing that far, there's gonna be more. Sorry, dude, but this guy's actually using his cover. And this Tiger P, for whatever reason, is not moving anymore. It beats me. Come on, dude, you can push. I'm gonna try to help you, but I'm certainly not gonna push up. Whoopsie daisy. At least I ricocheted. Don't make a new account now. I would say there's literally, just think of the amount of experience and time you put into account. There's no reason to ever start a new account because you're always worse off starting. Like, I get some people like re-roll for their stats, but stats, you know, it's not worth the amount of time that you put into grinding out experience and unlocking tanks. Like, even if you decided not to, say, get the T29 and go down a different line, you're still better off with the account that you have. You know, the amount of pen I have is not too great on this. Come on. They're finally pushing. Alright, T1 Heavy, we should run back. Thank you very much, Brian, for the bits. Hello, old bear. Nice to see you. Okay, you can stop pinging T-3485, even though you're pinging where I'm at. Yeah, the only reason I would say to remake an account is if you're gonna play on a different server. Pretty much anything other than that, you're just wasting the amount of time that you put in. Like even like people re-rolling and stuff. Honestly, like not that win rate whatever, like it was like win rate 6 and stuff in the early days of tanks. Not that it was even like popular back when I started, but like I would guess that my say win rate 8 was like under say like 1,000 or 1,200 or something, whatever that means in the grand scheme of things, for the first like several months of me playing World of Tanks. Like, you know, I mainly just played for fun. I played like the M4 Sherman a lot, ran around just derping things. Which congrats, Carl, for winning the raffle. Alrighty then, so I got the Progetto up next here. We won Live Oaks, which is nice. T67 match, I definitely stunk that one up. Alright, so Progetto here. Alright. Yeah. Just take it slow, you know, there's no rush, but the T29, definitely play it with the 105 before you make a kind of decision on it. But it's basically one of the better tier 7 heavies. The T32 is a little bit worse for its tier, I will say that, but you know, it's still, you know, just take the grind slow. Even if, you know, just bank your free XP to help unlock the module. That sometimes helps if you're struggling with a grind. I guess I'm gonna head north. A little too risky for me to like push down here. Alright, so I might get one more battle in here at the end. We'll see how long this one lasts here. Sorry, I'm starting, for whatever reason, like, I don't know why, like, I have quite a few aches here, and I have a headache. Hopefully I'm not getting sick. My parents, granted, I didn't see them much since they got back, but they just got back from vacation and they both have like the flu, like really bad. I really hope that I do not have that. That'll knock me out from work for a few days. Alrighty. I want to push, but we have a lot of slow tanks behind me to where they have a lot of mobile tanks. Alright, KV-122, you know you want to do it. Please don't shoot me though. I'll use all 3 shots there. Alright, I need to get all 3 shots back. I popped up there just because that guy would have gotten up there unspotted anyway, so not that I can shoot with this IS there. It's too risky to go to the right of him. I'll get shot from around that corner. Even though this is a really, really tempting shot. I don't want to stick you out there, but T28 got lucky. Fortunately now he's, I hope, goes right. that way. My problem is I shouldn't have used all 3 shots. I should have just shot the first one and Wayne it. But at least he did get a track hit there. This T-28 did move. Got some people up here with me, so I'll make a push here. See how this works out. Not too keen on killing them if they don't have anyone back here in C1. That'll be nice for me. All my shots again, but come on guys, I'm trying to help. I'm getting artied here. Oh, I just tracked myself. I was trying just to hit that T-28 so he couldn't traverse his gun over enough to hit him. Okay, they should have that. Ooh, Lord. Just gotta kind of roll with this. I should have waited for my shot to track him. You like that move on the T-28? It was risky, but I had some HP to burn where I knew I wasn't gonna die. Honestly, that's probably one of the first times I did something like that, though. At least in recent memory. So far so good. 2400 damage, 1200 assist. I'll use all 2 shots here. Oh crap. Really? Yeah. He's gonna kill me. I don't weigh too much, but yeah, 3k damage, 1200 assist, not too bad. So let me try to squeak in one more battle here. I'll check back to see how this ended up. FV215B heavy, and this is definitely going to be my last fight. Which one? I'll throw up one more giveaway here, 2 guys. But this is definitely going to be my last one of tonight since I got a really early start tomorrow. Be a little easier if I didn't have to walk Levi in the morning. But yeah. Yeah, pushing the TD. I knew the T-28, he doesn't have a lot of left and right gun movement. So even if he could hit somebody, me just knocking him would just screw his shot up. But tomorrow night, you know, I am going to be streaming. I usually don't stream on Fridays since, you know, it messes up work sometimes because Saturday's usually pretty busy. But I'm going to be starting at 6:30. I'm going to be going to at least 9:30, if not 10. Hopefully I'll see a lot of you guys there, which, you know, I'm hopefully shooting. So a few of you guys asked, which thank you, Sergeant Major, for the follow. I'm getting close. You know, I'm kind of on the borderline as far as Twitch partnership, as far as average viewers. Like, I don't focus on it too much. Would be nice to get you know, more than just an affiliate, just so I can provide more stuff to you guys as far as custom emojis. I think you start off with 15 or so. Today 7, Brian, so it's just about half hour earlier. I'm going to be starting tomorrow, but I'm getting close to it to where, you know, I found, honestly, I need to get myself to do some more stuff on my website, because about 50% of my viewers come from my website, actually, where it's slightly higher than it was actually when I streamed on YouTube and had it up on the site. It was about like 30%. So I try to keep track on, you know, who sends me viewers, like when it comes to people I host. Usually you see me host like True Voodoo, Stratagem, to where Twitch is nice, you can kind of track all that. But I'm really hoping I need to get a Glacier map strategy done hopefully this week coming up. I've had a few people ask for it, and I think I've played it enough times, because it's one thing about looking at a map and it's another thing actually playing and seeing how people play it in random battles. Yeah, there's 3 already. I'm not sure how I want to play this, but duh, that's a building, Cody. Really? I critted him. There. Really? Ammo rack. Ooh! Oh lord, I've gotten some nice ammo rack kills today. That guy is probably angry. Obviously I critted him in the ammo rack because he didn't shoot me very fast. Alright, they're not going to push their E100. Kind of alone, but I can't make the push with just that guy. Well, goodbye T110E5. I did punish that building. It rewarded me with that ammo rack there. I wish I had more spots in the center. That's mainly why I went here. This thing's really accurate. I'll take a chance here that this S4 might help me. Ooh, lord. Knowing that this tank, you know, I get ammo racked in this a bit. Wait. Get ammo racked in return here. Definitely playing with fire. Like, I'm not playing already safe at all. And not playing too safe from the center. And I am in front of, you know, E100 here. EPCR in this thing turns it into a TD basically. Alright. I'm gonna stay high. I'll probably regret this. Somehow I bounced that. Don't know how. Didn't deserve to bounce that, but got lucky. Try to squeak by here. Stop running. You're gonna pull me out of cover. Yep. Ooh, lord. More concerned about them hitting me. Okay. Ooh, far so good. That ammo rack that definitely helped leapfrog a little bit of damage here for me. I'm really concerned about Artie though. It had hit me once, and it can hit me again if it wants to. Aptus IS-7's in trouble, but I don't have HP. Where the hell are these people? Buildings in my way. Trying to help the center. This E100 they should have. Alright, I think I'm just a little off. I need to shoot here. There we go. Got the E5. Very nice. Thank you, Steinhelm. This is what my matches should have looked like today. It only took me, what, 3 hours to get to this point. Ooh, no, no, no. I would have just rammed him. There I go, getting out of myself. Almost died by Artie. Hello, Pringo. Nice to see you. This is my last battle, unfortunately, but nice to see you. Hope you're having a good day. That Centaurian still back here? I'm not sure. He is. Nah. I was like, I can get up on there. No, I can't. But thank you very much for watching, guys. It was a fun stream. Yeah, I had quite a few little hiccups and stuff, but it was still a good stream overall. Thank you very much for platooning earlier too. Everyone that popped in for some battles. Thanks for the follow, Bringo. Oops, I'm gonna. Artie's definitely gonna get me here. Like, at least I H-eat him. 5,600 damage though, 2k assist. Hello, Ferret. I'm pretty sure, so, like, you can do it with, if you watch anyone on YouTube too, but, you know, Twitch of course as well. If you, on your smartphone, you don't have to watch from your smartphone, but I'm pretty sure if you install either, like, the YouTube gaming app or the Twitch app, you can enable it just to send push notifications for like certain streamers. That way you still get the email, but you know, you kind of have like a little ding on your phone or a little notification. That's usually what I do for people that I follow. Which congrats, Rich, on winning the raffle here. I'll make sure to get your stuff transferred over after the stream here. Pretty good battle to end the stream though. You know, thanks again for watching, guys. Especially a bit of a rough night here, but a few gems mixed in. Got a master badge first class here. Which I need to pull up the little end bit here. Yeah, thanks for, you know, whoever requested this. This was a pretty nice battle here. Top damage, I think. Yep, top damage in the match. Both sides almost an ace. 1100. I need it like maybe 12, I would say, before you start expecting an ace in a tier 10 sometimes. Sometimes, you know, are even higher. But thanks again, guys, you know, for watching. Again, I'll be popping on for a Friday stream tomorrow. Usually I stream, you know, Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, but I'll be streaming tomorrow night, basically the same time, just starting a little earlier, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, thanks for catching me today, Sergeant Major. So where, yeah, tomorrow I'll be soloing, where, you know, I platooned for the first half of the stream today. I'm gonna solo all tomorrow, and you know, for anyone just catching my stream for the first, you know, time or the first couple times, I do tank requests every stream, to where you can see under the video I've got a request command and a list of tanks I have. If I own it, you know, feel free to request it, to where, you know, I let you guys pick my tanks pretty much every stream. Tomorrow I'm gonna do about half tank requests, half my picks, to where usually it's like 75%, you know, tank requests. But yeah, anyway, thanks again, guys. It was a fun one, and you know, happy tanking. Good luck with the Italian missions here. But one thing I was gonna do was I always forget to do this now. Let's just see how this session worked out here. Now that they have that placed in. So as far as, you know, I felt like I was doing pretty bad tonight, but actually 170, or not 70, 68% of the battles tonight. That's not bad at all. To where, you know, maybe I was being a little hard on myself. But, you know, it's still a pretty good overall stream. As far as, what's my jig? What I always try to look, damage ratio. So I actually did, you know, pull, so, you know, not to spend too much time at the end here going into this, but what kind of looking at your daily statistics, you know, win percentage is kind of important. I'm going to try to figure out like a decent World of Tanks rating, like scale. A few people have asked me for that, but one thing, like average damage, you can't really look at that too much if you play a bunch of different tiers. If you play just like 1 or 2 tiers, then you can start looking at it. But basically, damage ratio. So I did a little bit more damage than, you know, my HP is worth in a tank. So that's always something that's nice. Hit ratio at 70%, a little bit higher than recent. However, 70%, you know, you want to hit every shot, but, you know, I would say shoot for like 75, 80%, but I take a lot of like really weird shots, I'll be honest. But survival ratio too. You'll notice, this is why I was kind of hard on myself tonight, to where my average is a little bit lower than some other people's. Like if you're looking at like other streamers and stuff, to where I think they sit around, say like mid 40s, maybe low 40s, but my average is 36%, to where 22, yesterday was about 22 as well, and I'm a little bit lower, you know, for this month, but still in the 30% range. Usually, you know, I would say if you're below 30%, definitely like rein back how aggressive you are, like in the beginning of a battle. But, you know, overall, it was still, I guess, a better stream than I thought, you know, almost winning 70% of the matches. But anyway, yeah, thanks again, guys. They just added it in, Old Bear, so just hit service record, Hall of Fame, and you can click any one of these, honestly, but just pop that. As far as the end roll, so how that works is, this is automatic from Streamlabs whenever you see this at the end. And then you just hit session up here for your daily stats here. They're going to be adding in more, say monthly, weekly, stuff like that. They just added in the daily ones, kind of until like another patch or two. But yeah, the end roll here is basically, you know, just for this stream. Subscribers, bits, tips, you know, mods, stuff like that. So, you know, all in all, thanks again for watching, guys. And I think I'm gonna, let's see if I can do this right here. I'm gonna give True Voodoo a host here. I see he's streaming. But yeah, anyway, again, for hosting, you know, if you want to pop over to his chat, you need to pop over to his channel. It'll just pop up here once I'm done. But see some of you guys tomorrow. Have a nice one. And yeah, see you guys. Have a good one.